Hey guys, this is Prashant Kumar from My Realty Gains. I took a challenge to talk to you for 30 days regarding various topics on multifamily syndication and assisted living syndication. I talked about assisted living and I talked about multifamily. I talked about my experiences in loan assumption and I talked about some pref equity deals. Today, I'm going to pose a question for everybody. Do you know anybody, any lenders, like which are very uniform? I mean, it's almost feel like hit and trial for me. The brokers I know, the connections I have with the brokers, half of the brokers are not legitimate. They just try to connect with you. They take your information, waste your time, and they run away. I have seen it happening with me time and time again, especially in assisted living space. I talked to like 15 brokers, and I spend a lot of time trying to find some funding for assisted living projects. And there are not a lot of brokers out there. I mean, eventually I had to go for one project, I had to go for private funding. And for another project, I had to go for USDA loan because project was qualifying for USDA. So my questions to everybody, do you guys know a reliable source of debt, and do you guys have any reliable source for equity? It is very difficult to raise equity, although I do raise $4-5 million every time. But I want to find out, are there any places who are investing in assisted living projects as equity investors, or there are places out there who are investing in multifamily projects as equity providers? And what are those sources? I'm willing to share my information with anybody. All the research I have done, I have tons of broker contacts, but half of them are not legitimate. You send them an email, they will talk to you, they will discuss the deal, and after a couple of days, they will disappear. That happens with me every day, every single freaking day. So I'm asking a question: does anybody know stable source of debt and or equity so that we can tap those resources for our projects? I would be very glad, and I would owe you definitely big time if you know something regarding equity stack. I mean, somebody who can bring the equity to the table. I would love to talk to them. All right, more tomorrow. Again, this is Prashant Kumar. I'm into multifamily and assisted living projects. Multifamily projects have about 15 to 17 IRR. Assisted living projects have about 22 to 25 IRR. And I'm closing multiple projects over the next 60 days. I would love to talk to you, www.myrealtygains.com, and schedule a call with me. All right. Thank you so much. Bye now.